They called it Volcano Agricultural Research LLC. But I had never seen a farm order, 3 blast doors, a submarine dock, and a chair large enough to seat a rhinoceros. My name is Truman Mox. I appraise machinery and equipment for my company, Truman Mox, Inc. When people want to know what something is really worth, they call us. And when someone does not want them to know, that is when things get interesting. The assignment came from First National Bank of Gotham City. The bank was considering a $40 million loan secured by the company's equipment. The borrower claimed the machinery was worth $75 million. Their asset list included tunnel boring machines, industrial generators, surveillance gear, laboratory equipment, missile-shaped grain silos, and something described only as Project Doomsday. I requested invoices, serial numbers, photographs, maintenance records, and proof of ownership. They sent me a picture of a volcano, so I scheduled an inspection. The facility manager met me at the entrance. His name was Mr. Sly. He wore an eye patch over both eyes. "Everything is brand new," he said. "Top condition, extremely valuable. No need to inspect too closely." That is usually when I inspect more closely. The first asset was a tunnel boring machine. They valued it at $18 million. There was just one problem. The nameplate showed it was 22 years old. Its manufacturer had gone out of business, replacement parts were unavailable, and the machine had not operated since an unfortunate encounter with an underground lava chamber. Concluded value, considerably less than $18 million. Mr. Sly began sweating. Next came the submarine docking platform. "Essential agricultural equipment," he explained. "For growing what?" I asked. "Seaweed." "In a volcano?" He changed the subject. Then I examined 6 industrial generators, supposedly owned by the company. The serial numbers revealed that 4 were leased, 1 belonged to a neighboring supervillain, and the 6th was actually 3 generators reflected in a strategically placed mirror. That is why appraisers inspect manufacturer plates. At the center of the facility stood a giant red laser pointed toward the moon. The asset schedule called it an adjustable overhead lighting fixture. The borrower valued it at $25 million. Unfortunately, there was no active secondary market for used moon lasers. Removal would require dismantling the roof, hiring a specialized rigging company, and temporarily relocating 300 armed henchmen. Its installed value and removed value were very different. That was when the facility's owner appeared. Dr. Malvolue. "You have seen too much," he announced. "Approve our values or prepare to face my depreciation ray." A green beam struck a brand new excavator. Instantly, it became 15 years old, accumulated 8,000 operating hours, and developed a hydraulic leak. I had to admit it was the most efficient accelerated depreciation system I had ever seen. But Dr. Malvolue made one critical mistake. He underestimated Truman Mox's experience. At Truman Mox, we do not appraise many secret villain lairs. But when equipment values, ownership, or collateral do not add up, we investigate what is actually there and what it is actually worth. Every machine has a value. Every value has a story.